So, I mean, I just wanted to go with like all the big ones, I guess, and just,
Okay,
you
sure.
know, talk
Do you
about
want to do
whatever.
them just by the order
Because I
of
think
the
that
thing?
I think that the big ones are the only ones that I actually finished. So,
Okay.
yeah, we could do it in order. I guess we can talk. Oh, hold on, let me put up my spoiler tag then.
True, true, true.
The spoilers for Attack on Titan final season part one now.
I just dropped the spoilers alert because there's just gonna be spoilers. People
I
should be ready for that.
they should be ready. Yeah, but you know what's funny though is that I think it was like, was it right after season one ended that they announced part two? Oops.
Yeah, it was like
Basically was right.
big bait, because people started saying there's gonna be a movie, there's gonna be this thing, that thing,
Oh yeah, I
but
know.
they just dropped it. It's coming out in 9 months or so.
Yeah. It's
Um,
fall, right? Or is it winter
no,
for next year?
they're doing winter next year.
Okay.
So exactly like a year from like whenever this started, or like nine
Yeah.
months from when it's ending.
Yeah.
Naben.
Well, um, okay, there we go.
So yeah,
I'm
that's
done with my
like
spoiler
where.
tag thing. So
Oh, you just tagged it for
I
spoilers.
I just yeah, I just wrote it on the screen. But I guess we have
Um,
2 episodes to talk about.
for Attack on Titan.
Yeah, isn't it 2 episodes that we have to talk about or no?
Yeah, two or three I think that came out.
Okay.
But honestly, like the real thing
Mm-hmm.
that's like on my mind is that like
Sure.
I feel so baited, and
Oh,
it's not even the first time this happens to me.
yeah.
It happened to me with Gintama as well, where they
Well,
go like the
mm-hmm.
final season or like the final arc, and then it's like part one.
Yeah, I
Um,
feel you. I feel you on that one. But didn't so you don't read the manga, right? For Attack on Titan?
nope, not at all.
My friends read the manga. I don't read the manga, but my friends read the manga, and they were saying like, "Oh, there's no way that they're gonna end it because, you know, there's just too much left in the manga." So,
Mhm.
I kind of had an idea that they were gonna do like a part two thing, but yeah, I felt debated. So,
Yeah, like I had no idea, like what was going to happen, but
mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what we got. Uh, I was I really liked everything that was happening, but I we were baited hard because like
I think
we
so.
were like there was a lot of build up going on, and I was really enjoying it.
Yeah.
But besides like the first like explosion we saw, like that was like 1.5 episodes, right?
Uh huh.
That was like at episode 5, I think. Um, then yeah, nothing happened. Yep, cut
Yeah.
till next season.
Pretty
We
pretty much. I don't know. The thing is that I don't really care about some of the stuff they're talking about right now. Like, so the whole thing with Yelena betraying them at the end was, well, she didn't even really betray them though, right? Like, because
yeah,
if everybody's on the same bandwagon as Eren here, then their whole plan is to stop Titans from, reproducing, right?
I okay. So what I originally said is that I thought Aaron wants to stop like to kill all the Titans, and I thought he wanted to consume all of them so they can reproduce and they can somehow stop that. I I
Yeah.
mean it wasn't correct, but the general idea was like he wants to stop Titans like for like
Yeah.
generations.
Yeah.
So at least I got that right.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, something about that was really cool. I did think the whole season, like as a whole, I thought the season was really good. There were like
Yeah.
good themes that were like recurring. I enjoyed like the dialogue was great. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
I still think it's really good.
Definitely.
Uh,
And of course, like as always, the animation quality, like the action scenes and stuff were amazing. Like no problems there, right? I mean,
yeah,
I think it was like what you said episode 5. I think that was the one where she got
yeah.
like insane. Yeah. It was a really solid
So
show, but then they started going into like that whole backstory with Gabby and Falco, and I just didn't really care. I don't know about you.
I'm on fuck Gabby team in the very non-sexual way. In the like, I don't care about Gabby.
Yeah,
I want
I
Gabby
don't
off the screen.
exactly. I don't care about Gabby at all. And you know what sucks
I
about
like
that?
Falco.
I think Falco's cool, but Gabby is. I think it's her personality. She's just whiny brat kind of. And I mean, like
Yeah,
she's a kid, sure,
she's
but
kind of like Aaron when she started it, and like when he started, and I just don't want to see that anymore.
sure.
I've had enough of it.
Yeah, I here's the thing though, like it kind of sucks because they spent what 3 episodes at the beginning of the season trying to build up these kids as
Hmm.
being main parts of the story, and then like at the end they're trying to like circle back, and it just doesn't. It feels too fast. Like like I don't. I spent what is it now? 3 seasons of Attack on Titan watching Aaron and his crew become awesome, and I want more of that to finish the show strong.
Yeah, I actually felt really bad that we didn't get to see like John and Connie
Yeah,
much this season.
yeah,
Like, cause these are like the characters I really liked.
exactly. So that like introducing new characters at the very end is usually a bad idea, and I think that that's basically what's going on with Gabby. Like we just don't care.
Yeah.
So
So big F on Gabi.
big F. Oh well, hopefully next
Yeah,
season
it's fine.
something cool happens.
It seems like we're right at the right at the point where cool shit's supposed to happen.
Yeah,
But
yeah, exactly. Because the last 2 episodes actually were both kind of build up, right?
yeah,
Because the second to last episode ended on a really exciting moment when, oh, what's
yeah, the
this?
Jaw Titan was
Yeah,
like,
Jaw Titan came around. Plus, Zeke also like blew himself up as well as Levi. That was type. So I don't know what's gonna
that means
happen.
we get a random like monkey Titan.
I think well, because
Monkey.
I think that Titan that came to save Zeke, was like, because you know how Zeke has the power to control the smaller Titans, right? I think that he basically called it
Mhm.
over there. He used his
Oh,
power.
okay.
He
It
must.
could
I
be.
think he used his powers to make that happen. Like it wasn't
Oh, okay.
random.
If that's true, then it could be he's gonna be resurrected, like how Aaron was eaten by a Titan and kind
Yeah,
of like grew
yeah,
in the first season.
yeah.
Like I looked at it and it looked familiar, but I wasn't sure.
I think Zeke is like smart enough where
Yeah,
he
they
tried to
can kill off
pull
Zeke.
something. Yeah, they can't just kill off Zeke, right? That would be dumb. So I think that he was trying to do some like 5 head play right there, and I don't know, it's probably gonna work.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what I
so
think.
that was Attack on Titan for this season.
That was Attack on Titan.
16
Overall,
episodes,
a good show.
felt like 8. It was very good,
Yeah, overall a
but
good show.
it wasn't the. It didn't end, so
It didn't end,
I
so we
won't
can't
weigh
we
in.
can't properly judge it because it didn't end, right?
So you want to move to something that did end and confused me a lot.
Okay.
So, Promise Neverland.
Okay, what about Promise Neverland? Can't even say the freaking name of the show. What about Promise Neverland?
Um, so Promise Neverland happened very fast.
Oh, the last episode? Oh god, it sucked.
What happened?
Ugh, so bad. Why?
So,
All right, you tell me your thoughts.
okay, so here's the thing. Um, First season, great stuff. Like
Yeah,
felt good. Second season, I told you
amazing.
it felt a bit like okay, they're kind of doing the same kind of thing with I forgot his name now, the white haired kid.
Yeah,
Same kind of relationship. That okay, they're trying to fix it.
yeah,
And then like they were doing a lot of that build up, and there was like okay, in the side there's like the fight with mom that needs to happen or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
And I would be cool with the way they ended it.
Uh huh.
Okay, I would be cool with it
Okay.
theoretically. Um,
Theoretically. Yeah.
because I like the idea of like her actually not like being on like the enemy side because they tortured her and she actually loves her children or whatever. Like
Same.
I'd be okay with everything that
Yeah.
happened. It just felt like every part of the execution, like from like the episodes, like from the last 2 episodes or so, just felt so scuffed. Like everything felt so off about everything. And
Yeah.
then they had like the last compilation of like
Yeah. That compilation sucked, dude.
where I was just like I felt like I don't know. It's like I wanted to see something of that maybe, because that would be like, I don't know, cool or
Yeah,
interesting.
no, for sure, for sure. I
And
100%
I
agree.
was just like, they were just kind of like, and here's a compilation of cool things you're not gonna see ever.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Cool. Hope you had fun. Phil grew up. Cool. Uh, they like skipped everything interesting
Yeah, I know.
that was in the show,
Yeah,
in
it,
the season.
it's
It
just
felt so weird.
it, and so yeah. Well, I totally agree with you. And the thing is that I think why it felt weird was because they just didn't give it any time to develop. We went from um like you said, like mom being the enemy, and in season 2 she was still the enemy all the way up until literally the last second.
Yeah,
And
and just like
it was
completely ignored.
yeah, it
We're gonna
was.
talk about Mushoku in a moment.
Yeah, we're gonna
Don't worry.
talk about Mishoku, but it was so stupid that all of a sudden she's their friend. And so, we needed more of that build up to, like, somebody trying to make her change sides, or maybe like we didn't actually need her to interact with anybody. If we just had, like a scene of mom, like, you know, talking to herself and like, man, this sucks. I need to get to the human world or whatever. So we see that she has some kind of like motivation to help the kids out, or she said that she was doing it for herself, but it didn't actually matter who she was doing it for.
Yeah, she was just being like disconnected from everything.
Exactly. So that came out of nowhere and it sucked. And then also I thought that it was really stupid that Emma was like, oh yes, we're gonna forgive you. What's that dude's name? James Ratry or something like that.
Rotley
Yeah,
person.
I was like,
He
okay,
was also
I was like,
insane.
yeah, I was like, I understand Emma wants to save everybody, like she doesn't want to kill people, but this guy,
Come
this guy
on.
needs to die.
He,
you
he
know?
like he had to like be punished somehow.
Yeah, I
And he was
know,
just like,
right?
well, no, fuck it, I'm gonna kill myself, which also didn't make sense with
Oh,
his
oh,
character.
exactly. That
And I was like,
makes
wait,
no
why is he
sense.
killing himself?
Yeah, and it was
Like,
so stupid because everybody was like, "Oh, okay, I guess he's dead. Let's just go to the human world now," you know?
okay, I guess, yeah, we're leaving. And actually, no, we're staying. Actually, psych, we fooled you.
Yeah.
And actually, no, we're gonna skip time.
Oh, oh, oh,
Everybody
oh, oh.
was so weird.
Also Emma made a huge deal about them all leaving together, and then at the very end, she's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, I'm staying." Oh, it was so bad, dude.
And you know what was weird?
Yeah.
Uh, like the thing that felt really off, and that's like the last thing I have to say about Promised Neverland.
Okay.
In the end, we didn't get any real resolution with the demons, because we saw good demons being good
Yes.
demons, but we
Oh,
didn't really
okay.
get resolution with the big dudes or
Yes.
like anything. They just like, okay, I guess they're just like gonna do whatever now.
Oh, you're reminding me of something. There were, in the compilation at the end. Oh wait, hold on. I just realized that we don't have the freaking. I don't. Give me a second. We're almost done talking about Proper Silver, and I still have the Attack on Titan spoiler up.
I just put down spoilers, and then people season ended. You wanna watch it? Go fucking watch it, and come here and talk about it. And the spoilers are here.
Yeah. Okay. Um.
Yeah, Rito of Healer. I saw this comparison. You know what? I couldn't rate it higher than Promised Neverland season 2, but maybe I should have. Like,
Okay. So
just based on like expectations.
hold on. The compilation at the very end. They had two parts of the compilation that I wanted to know about really bad. One of them was when they were meeting with one of the demons that looked like a queen or something. She was sitting on a throne. That part looked cool.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I want to know more about this. And then there was a second part after that where they met up with like a dragon, and I was like, what?
Yeah, and I was, wait, this is part of this world?
Yeah,
What?
it was insane. I just that one image made me so curious. I was like, I want a whole season about what's happening with this dragon and the demon
Yeah,
that's
and that's
there.
why I said like I felt like, okay, here are all these cool things. You're never
Yeah,
gonna see them.
yeah,
Have a nice day. We'll just go our way. Season is over.
yeah. It sucked. So do not recommend. But season 1 was awesome.
Season 1 was awesome. Watch
I
it by itself.
Yeah, I think if you watch season 1 and you watch season 2 at your own risk, basically.
It was really bad, dude.
It was
I was
so bad.
really sad with this.
It was so bad. All right. That's all I have to say about Proportional Line.
Okay. Horimiya, I just watched the last episode right before this podcast. 'Cause it was just
Oh,
like it was just
I
released.
I've
I know
been
you read the manga.
I've been
Did you like
binging.
casually watch it?
I've actually been rereading the manga. Like I think I read 6 volumes, which is like a ton. It's like I don't know, 50 plus chapters or something like that. So I basically probably know everything that happened in the anime.
Okay. Show is great. Great visuals, great music. There's this. I want to talk about one episode.
Sure.
I think is amazing. And it's the episode that like it centers around the era, basically.
Wait.
Um,
Sorry. Say that again.
Era, I think that's his name. Wait, let me
See. I'm checking.
would not be Sora, maybe?
Yura.
Yura.
Yeah, Yura. Okay,
Yeah.
this dude.
I am a gaijin. So I think it's episode 11, if
Mhm.
I'm not wrong. I recommend everybody, even if you don't watch this show, you can watch this episode by itself, episode 11 of
Mhm.
Horimiya.
Mhm.
It's just kind of like they build up a character from nothing. Like they barely talked about him at all, like the entire season.
Yeah.
Like he didn't exist in the show. You didn't know anything about him. They build him from scratch, make him amazing. Very like they bring like a scene with him to an emotional kind of like climax,
Mhm.
and they conclude the story within the same episode. The feeling was amazing. I shared it with a friend. I just showed it to him out of the blue. He doesn't watch anime
Yeah.
or anything like that. I just showed him the episode.
Oh,
And he
just
said
that
he was,
episode.
like, he was moved by it.
Oh, that's pretty rare.
And yeah, I just think they did an amazing job on it.
You know,
Wasn't it rushed a little?
I-
You mean the character or?
I am gonna watch this anime. I put it off specifically. We talked about this. I put it off specifically because I already read the manga. But I will watch the anime. I don't think any scenes with that character that you're just talking about, Yura, in the manga were really like impactful. You know, like I didn't really think about them too much. But I think in the anime, maybe they gave him a little bit more screen time.
So also ask if it wasn't rushed. So I didn't read the manga. I only watched the anime. And Alice here,
Yeah.
right in my headphones, he read the manga.
Uh,
I didn't. I think some parts of the story were rushed, but I think it delivered on a very normal basis. Very like good dialogue,
mhm.
very like honest characters, and like good interactions between them. And that's why I came into the show. I just thought, okay, this show got like a nice cast.
Yeah.
They're going to see like a lot of interactions between them. We can see them like play out, and that's what I was interested in. And they
Mhm.
delivered on that really well.
Yeah, the manga is solid. It's a nice romance. Story. So you know, if you're into
Yeah,
that,
the
like
romance was a
high.
bit rushed for the show. That is true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the focus for sure. But I think it works really well because it's kind of the same thing that we talked about when we were comparing it to that Tsukiga Kire show, where even though this is a high school romance, these characters are more on the mature side, I suppose you could say. You know,
Yeah.
like it's not that rom-com like you know, they get interrupted and then all of a sudden their romance falls apart because of miscommunication. Like it just doesn't happen like that, you know. So it's good, and I don't think that it's rushed. The manga. I mean,
No, I mean the anime. Yeah.
oh, the anime. I can't speak on the anime, but I don't think that the manga is rushed. I think that everything is paced really nicely in the manga.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what school babysitter means. If you could interpret that.
Is that an anime? It's probably an anime. I
No.
have not watched one.
I don't think it's an anime.
It's
I
not an
think-
anime. I don't know. You probably know more
What's
than I
it-
do.
can you
You
explain?
you think you've seen like
I don't remember
three
it
times
in
three times more
movies.
shows than I have. It is an
Anime?
anime. See.
Okay, let's go. Like I'm just gonna. search it.
Finally, a show that Poser has not watched.
Babysitter? Gakuen Babysitter. I have not watched it.
Wait, hold on a minute. I think I've seen this. Oh, wait. Oh, it's finally a show that
Oh,
I've
dude,
watched that you haven't.
Okay, so I
Even more rare.
Like I've seen like the
Yeah.
when it came out, I've seen like this art, and I was like put off by it.
I saw
was
the
like,
first. Okay, to be fair,
I'll watch it.
to be fair, I only saw the first episode of this, and I was like, this show is probably not for me, and I didn't watch the rest of it. It wasn't a bad first episode. I just thought it wasn't my show.
Wait, is it good? If you say it's good, I'm gonna put it on.
I
My
have-
watch list.
I
The
have
empty one.
I have a friend who liked this show. That's all I'll say.
That's all I need. I
Okay.
watched it. So many worse things.
Okay.
Let's put it on the
Sure.
plans to watch,
I mean,
and we'll see. I'll compare them
I feel
in
like
time.
I feel like I need to check it out eventually, just because there was at least one endorsement for it. So
I'll do the completed later.
okay.
Then okay, that's that's all you need to know, right?
Yeah.
So Doctor Stone.
Yes. You can talk about
He,
Doctor Stone because I only watched the first season.
okay. So Doctor Stone, they concluded the arc of like the Stone Wars, which was much anticipated. It had a lot of hype moments. It's of course it's shonen. There's a lot of dumb stuff, a lot of good stuff. Um, I heard some complaints from friends who watched this, and I can see where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Where this show has this kind of like gimmick that it kind of repeats, where they're working on something, and then they build your expectations, then they subvert them by not using the thing that they were working on, and they just like do something else.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes they do it really well, and it's
Mm-hmm.
really cool. Sometimes it just feels like, well, we wasted 3 episodes from a 11 episode season.
Yeah. Yeah.
That feels bad. So
Yeah.
Doctor Stone, I generally like. I think it's a really fun kind of show.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me like a very nice sense of like appreciation for all sorts of things. Mostly the first season, I'll say. Maybe the second one a bit less.
Yeah. The first season was strong.
Has really fun like animation moments and like a lot of very fun music and cool dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
But very like very basic shonen type of stuff. Not anything you haven't seen anywhere else. So that's like this season wasn't like insanely like surprising. It did very like whatever you expected it to do. I
Mm-hmm.
think.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
For sure.
yeah, they just do the same pattern of building something new and progressing and
I feel like that's a formula that works pretty well, though.
yeah, like
Especially in the
again,
first season.
it's not doing anything that's insane. It's not
Yeah.
like it's not breaking any lines in the shonen world or
Yeah. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
any other world for that
Mm-hmm.
matter.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just very fun. It's very casual for me, and I'm like, well, I'm watching it, but I pushed the first season a lot because I thought it was very strong, but the second
Mm-hmm.
season, like I'm sitting on it.
Probably
Like
worth watching, but not something that you need to drop everything else to go watch, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Eventually, that's on the eventually watch list.
Yeah,
So
My Hero Academia will be in
that's
the
this
next
season.
episode.
That's this
Yeah,
season. Wait, the first episode is not out yet, right?
the two of them are already out.
Oh
Actually,
God. Oh, I'm behind.
you are always behind.
Yeah,
There's so
that's
much
true.
things coming up.
That's true.
But it's fine. It's fine.
Dude,
This has been a stack season.
I'm
It's
gonna need
okay.
I'm gonna need to like watch a recap of seasons 1 through 3, 4. I don't even know how many seasons that we're on for My Hero Academia now.
We're on 4. Actually, we finished 4.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need to watch a recap, dude. It's been
Okay,
a while.
we're getting to this. I'm circling with excitement.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 months ago,
Hmm.
3 months ago, I was about to drop this after one episode.
I know. What a shame.
Um, I almost didn't watch this show. Um, I think this show like restored faith in isekai is number one for me.
Okay.
The,
Okay. That's a strong opinion, but okay.
I lost so much hope in like in isekai. But this show restored it. It showed me that it could be done well in a way that wouldn't make me like lose my shit.
Hmm.
Um, it did that. It was insanely good for me because every episode felt right.
Yeah.
Like for me at least, like nothing felt really wasted. And I really liked how every arc had like a very clear purpose. It was very like, okay, we established that. That's kind of like the problem he's dealing with right now. That it's like connected to his past life in that way, and like that's what we're working on.
Hmm. 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 Yeah, for sure. So, um, I mean, just like this show isn't done either because there's part 2 coming in summer.
Yeah,
which is
this
one of
part 2 is going 3 months, which is
which is
so great.
it's insane because that's one of the fastest turnarounds that we've seen in anime in years, I think. um I don't know what's the last one that had even a similar turnaround. Well, it's probably like My Hero. um but yeah, I kind of had the same opinions that you do. It's a solid show. What did I like about it specifically? I like the art style. I like the voice actors, the narrator. Obviously,
Dude,
you know
voice
the
acting in this show.
yeah the narrator was, you know, the king himself. You know, Sugita Tomokazu. So, well, okay, he's up there. He's up there. He's up there. You know, he's like one of the top three
He's my
voice
number 2.
actors. Yeah. I think that he probably carried the show.
He carries hard, but he carries every show he's in.
He does carry every show that he's
Just to
in.
be
That's
fair, he's grabbing so much attention just by like voicing.
exactly. So that is true. He does. He probably does carry at least half the shows that he's in. So I I think that what's cool about Mushoku Tensei is that at every point in this show where I thought it was going to get boring, they made it interesting. So we've talked about this as the season has gone on. I think the first time was when he was starting to get good at magic, and then they introduced Roxy, and so that was cool for a little while. And then as at the point where he was basically going to graduate from his studies with Roxy, we were like, how can he, you know, how can he level up, right? And then they sent him away on like a 5-year trip to another city to live with other people, and that was interesting. And then the stuff that he did there, and dealing with what's this girl's name again? Eris, right? So just at the point when that was going to get boring, boom, they switched it up and they got isekai within the isekai, you know what I mean? Like they got teleported over to the demon land, and that and there were so many tie-ins in the demon country.
Saw where Roxy comes from.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Also,
that we're talking about before.
and all of the like studying that Rudius did to learn the Demon King language and that kind of stuff, like everything came together and it was so cool. And then now we're at the point where they've teamed up with what's this dude's name? Is Rugerd? I can't pronounce it. Rugerd, right? And they teamed up. They teamed up with that dude. He's super strong. And so now I guess yeah.
One thing about this show.
How's it going, Nidos?
I see this brought up a lot, the pedo thing, like and the
thing. Okay, okay. Let's talk about that. I mean, we can talk about that. Yeah.
Just like real quick, I think that like it's kind of like in my head canon. It could be that I'm making this up.
Sure.
But he was probably like somewhat somewhat of a pervert, like in a bad sense, like in his previous life.
Sure.
And I'm wondering if they'll ever tackle this, or if this is just not screen material, like him realizing like that his like attraction to Eris is like problematic, considering he's like a 40-year-old dude, or like just like tackling any of that. Is he gonna take any moral stance towards this? I'm really interested, and I hope
so I think that this is a very complicated topic for isekai in general, and specifically like this one. So he was a 40-year-old guy in his past life, and he has all of his memories and all of his experiences, which is what has helped him to be really, you know, clever in his current life. But the thing is that, like, I mean, yeah, it's definitely like weird when he starts to get like really sexual when he's around Eris, and like he has his like internal voice going on, and it's the voice of a 40-year-old dude or whatever. But at the same time, like, he's a kid to everybody else in the world, you know? So to everybody around him, it's just kind of normal that he's being the way that he is. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I think that they sprinkle it in just enough that it doesn't put me off of the show. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
it doesn't like put me off of the show, but I have like in the back of my head like a voice that says, I really hope that he matures as a person, like as like as an individual and kind of like takes a moral stance about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's also not so unusual in the word they are. It seems like
Uh-huh.
like from what we hear from more adult characters, like at this age, it's not that insane or anything
Yeah,
like that.
because they have like what was that coming of age birthday celebration or whatever when Eris turned
Yeah,
15. So technically she was an adult already. I don't
yeah,
and so there's that. And so now, it's still kind of strange, but whatever. I mean, like they did weird things back in like the medieval times cuz that's kind of like what
yeah.
the time period feels kind of medieval, right? Because they still do like sword fighting and they just had like horse and wagon type stuff. Like there's no cars, there's no like real like technology, right?
Hmm.
Um, so I think that that also kind of ties in with that one scene in episode 4 or 5 where Rudius's dad like cheats on his wife, and then it like ends up being okay because like well people had mistresses back then, you know. I don't know. It's all it's
Yeah,
just a, it's just a it's a different world, it's a different time
yeah,
period, right?
it's a different world.
So I mean like
Uh,
I'm not even trying to like justify that like some of the things that Rudius thinks about in his head are okay, but it just makes sense is what I'm trying to say,
yeah.
in
I'm,
context of
I'm,
the story, so
I have no objections.
yeah. So and the thing is that like if they did over sexualize it, like every single episode, it was like really front and center, like oh man, like Rudius, what a perv, then I would be like this is kind of like bringing the story down. But they didn't do that. It was really focused on like Rudius, becoming awesome, getting better at magic, getting better at whatever it is that he's good at, and I was on board for that part of the story. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm excited for the next season.
Heck yeah. Next season's gonna be super hype.
And ReZero.
Yes, ReZero. I think we have 2 episodes worth of stuff to talk about for ReZero, right?
ReZero, the last 2 episodes were mostly like this conclusion. We actually didn't get to see the next checkpoint.
Um, yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah,
Wow.
we
You,
like
oh,
we're
okay. Oh, I just sorry. I was just gonna interrupt because I'm excited about talking about one of the
oh,
episodes.
go
But
for it.
oh, I was just okay. So, um, second to last episode was when the mansion's burning down
Yep.
because they had a fight at the mansion with the girl that cuts people's stomachs open and
Yep.
the other assassin girl. So, anyways, there
Oh,
was a
I'm
fight.
so
There was a
happy
fight.
we're done with her.
Also, wait, hold on. She's not dead
Yeah, but we're generally done with her.
for a while. Oh, wait, how do you know this? You just have a
I
feeling?
mean, I mean, I based it on the fact that like the person who employed her was Roswell, and
Huh.
he said like part of his like thing now is that he can't harm them. I don't think she will come for them like
No, no,
of her
but
own accord.
but she is hired by people, so she could still come back. I think that she's gonna come. Well, look, I think she's gonna come back,
Maybe.
but not anytime soon. So, but we did.
Hopefully.
I mean, we did find out some cool stuff about her though, because like, I always wondered ever since the first season why she was so strong, and then now we found out like, okay, she heals instantly, basically, because she's a vampire, and so that was neat.
Yeah. Oh, I guess
Uh,
since they set up the vampire thing, then she probably will come back.
yeah, yeah. So she's
Uh,
she's a vampire. She's gonna come back at some point. But well, anyways, that's not that's not what I wanted to talk about. That fight, what the fight with her was, kind of interesting. But it pretty much went the way that it was gonna go. I knew that nobody was gonna die, right? Like
yeah.
there were no death flags that were raised. The only thing that I was super hype about was how Subaru was gonna get um Betty out of the mansion, right?
Hmm.
Because he has been trying to convince Beatrice to leave her room for ages, and
Yep.
she's always gone on about this promise that she had and she can't leave and blah 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 whatever. So they spent like a good 2 or 3 minutes of Subaru doing another speech. And Subaru does this a lot, actually. If we go all the way back to the first part of this season, like part one of this second season, Subaru actually does this a lot, where he has this long speech that he gives, basically, and
Yep.
then he like convinces people to see his way, and he did that again here with Beatrice, and it was so good because I think there was just a lot of buildup, right? It was the fact that the mansion was burning down around them, and that we had already spent several episodes with flashbacks where we saw how, Beatrice and like her relationship with her mom, and all the stuff that she had going on, and all this neglect that she suffered being stuck in this room for 400 years, right? And so that final moment at the end when Subaru finally convinces her to leave, man, that was so good.
So the only thing that bothered me is that I felt like he wasn't convincing enough.
Okay.
Like I didn't like buy into like his speech like as much,
Okay.
because I felt like she was like really rooted, and
Yeah.
if she would have remembered like all the times that he came to her, then I would be okay with it. But from like her perspective, I didn't feel like I would be convinced.
Wait, but I think that she remembers though, right? Because she's in some kind of alternate dimension in that room, and she knows that Subaru can come back to life.
I mean, she knows that, but she doesn't remember all the times that he does it, right?
I thought that she did actually remember all the times that she. I'd have to rewatch, but
Yeah, okay,
I
because
thought
that would change my mind on that. That's what it would hint on.
I am pretty confident that she remembers because I I think it was I think it was at the end, around the end of the last season, where she said something, about him coming into her room a lot, and she was the only one that remembered Subaru when everyone else had kind of forgotten him.
Okay. I'll
Uh,
check that, and now that you're saying that, it kind of like
yeah.
makes me
So
think you're probably right.
do
And
you
if
do you
so, then I'm
remember?
I'm I'm full on.
Yeah, do you remember that like people had kind of forgotten about something that Subaru had done, but Betty was the only one that remembered that
Yeah.
something like that happened. I just don't remember if
It
it
was
was
like
season one or season
in the
two.
arc with Rem and the forest.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
had
yeah.
that thing.
I think you're right. So
Um,
well, anyways, that's why I'm saying like it did feel convincing to me because
okay. No, I can see it working. Like if
yeah,
she can remember, I can see it working. I just
okay,
didn't like.
okay. So
Okay,
we'd have to like double check, I guess. Like if I'm wrong, then you're
I,
right,
I'll
and if
sure. I'll make
you're
sure.
right, then I'm wrong.
We
Yeah,
we generally agree. She has to remember
she
in order
has
for
to.
it to be good, to be
Yes,
convincing.
yes,
Okay. Yeah.
she has to remember. Okay.
Okay.
So anyways,
Amazing.
I thought that that scene was good, um, and then I actually didn't know that she was so strong because once she got because the whole point of her coming out was so
Oh,
that she could.
if I was like kind of explained that she was like pretty powerful.
I knew that she could use magic and I knew that she was powerful, but I didn't know how powerful she was. And then so the last episode when she is dealing with the rabbit monsters,
Hmm.
like man, that was amazing. Like she pulled out some magic that was like basically as good as a witch's magic, like she was many times more powerful than Amelia has ever been all the way up to now. Even with
Hmm.
even with Puck helping Amelia, she was never as powerful as Beatrice was in that moment when she sealed away all of the rabbits. That was just amazing. Ne-chan,
Yeah, she
konnichiwa.
was pretty epic. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like they closed it very nicely.
yeah, for sure.
Like the rabbit whole arc thing and the whole like sanctuary arc. I feel
Yeah.
like they closed all the ends there. I don't remember anything that was
Hmm.
left kind of hanging. Every like relationship reached its kind of like conclusion, or like every
Yeah.
like thing that was needing to happen there.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, they changed the style of the show a lot in this. There was a lot of things happening. There was less like focus on Subaru,
Oh, that's
And
what
his
that.
legs
Okay,
struggling.
when you said style, I thought you meant like the animation, but you mean
Froky, thanks for the raid. I see we're trading today. We're just running up the winter anime season.
yeah. I think we're actually coming close to the end of all the big stuff that we're going to talk about today, right? Yeah, I think this is probably the last thing that we're going to talk about today. Unless you have something else. If you have something more that you wanted to go over after ReZero, then that's cool.
Sure. There's just like a couple of them, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Vicky-san, how's it going? Just we're talking some
So wait, are you
anime.
done with ReZero?
Me? Yeah, I finished the last episode.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, amazing. So no, I mean, are you done with like whatever you want to say about ReZero?
Last episode thoughts. I still didn't really like finish. I thought it was, so there's some positive vibes going on between Emilia and Subaru. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
For all of the people that were,
Team Amelia.
that were rooting for them. So Team Amelia, I guess. But what? Okay, hold on. What else is there to really
And
say?
nobody knows what's up with Rem. Rem is still
Oh,
sleepy.
oh yeah. You know what? Like, um, one of the reasons why I want more seasons of ReZero is that there's so much going on in this world that I want to see it all come
Yeah.
to a conclusion. Now, one of
Hey,
those
by
things,
2030, we're
yeah,
gonna see at least 2 more seasons.
hopefully, I would like that. I don't know if the author is cranking out light novels or not, but I hope that he's cranking them out. So,
I have no idea.
neither do I. But obviously Rem was missing this entire season, and like I don't even know how the heck she comes back into the picture, because you know what's funny
Yeah.
is that she was so important in season 1 and so just completely disregarded in season 2 because she was in a
Yeah.
coma. Like, even if they brought Rem back in season 3, which we don't know if it's going to happen or not, but let's say that season 3 happens, even if she comes back and wakes up, she's like, how is she going to be useful anymore? Because all of a sudden Emilia, like, season 2 was Emilia's season. You know what I mean?
It wasn't only that. There was so much since he didn't die a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of things moved forward.
Yes.
Like if we think about it, they covered so much more in the second season.
They did.
Like
He did.
story wise.
He did die a lot in the first half though, because he was trying to figure stuff out. He was trying to figure stuff out.
But they condensed it into a short, like, kind of like, look, he's dying a lot of times trying to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
You figured it out. Okay,
Yeah.
let's run.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, well, so here's all the things that I want to know. I want to know what happens when Rem wakes up. I want to know what happens when Emilia becomes the princess or whatever. I want to know how they deal with all of the other magical beasts that are out there, like specifically the whale, because I think they have to kill the whale to bring Rem back. And then
Get rid of the cult, like the.
There's a lot of crap that they got to do. There's a lot of crap they got to do to bring Rem back.
I think.
Yeah, dude. There's just so much. And then what else is there? That's interesting.
The selection. Like
This,
the whole.
the selection is
like-
part of Emilia becoming princess, right?
Yeah.
Or queen or whatever it is. I think it's queen. And then there's also, Subaru's curse that he's got. Like, what's going to happen with the witch that put the curse on him? And then, is he going to go home? Like, there's so many things. There's so many major plot points. Like, it's just such a good show. And I want, like, 10 more seasons of ReZero, basically.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah. So, no announcement yet on season 3, but hopefully soon.
Yeah. By 2030. We will see him.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Wonder Egg, right? Because
No.
it's not over.
Not over yet.
They're kind of cheating us because it says 12 episodes, but they already announced there's a special coming.
Special.
And the special will be
like
the
an
last
OVA. An OVA.
Yeah, and I think that's how they're
okay.
gonna end the show. So
That's fine.
we
Yeah.
can just
Let's skip over
wait
it.
for another day.
Did
I
you-
still love the show. I think
Yeah.
it's doing great.
Oh yeah, it's great. Did you have any other shows that you wanted to talk about to finish?
touch on it?
I was gonna say that I'm basically done talking about all the shows that I wanted to talk about for this episode. So
Okay.
if you had any other shows that you wanted to maybe like push or whatever, feel
I'm
free,
gonna run it fast, okay?
and then we can
Fast
wrap
as
up.
I
Yeah.
can.
Okay. Let's wrap up with that. You go ahead and promote whatever
I, I,
shows that
I'm
you like.
I'm just gonna run whatever happened this season like as fast as I can. Then I'm gonna
Sure,
say
sure,
something
sure.
about this season, like as a whole. So Redo of Healer, okay, whatever, okay, watch it. Don't do that, unless you need that, Okay, great animation, great stuff.
Yeah.
It did better than I expected it to. Like it held up like the interest till the end. Last episode comes today, so I don't know how it ends. Beastars, good as always.
Yeah.
Great show. Um, I should put Nanatsu no Taizai on hold because I'm actually not keeping up with this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Kimono Jihen. We talked about the first episode. It was nice and solid.
Wait, hold on. Did you finish Kimono Jihen?
Yeah.
Because I know, yeah. Well, hold on. You just thought it was solid,
Yeah, it
like this as
was.
as a whole. Because I
I
want to
mean,
watch it. I want to watch it because I only saw the first episode and I just got busy. I never had time to watch the rest of Kimono Jihen. But I know you're one person, and I know one other person who has
I think there were better things this
liked
season
it. Okay, I mean, sure, it
that,
was a
that
real.
followed that you haven't watched yet.
It was a good season. It was a good season, but like I feel like I should probably check this one out because a few people now that I have talked to have said that this was solid.
I think it was solid. Again, like there are a lot of things I would recommend before this, but if you're looking for this kind of like supernatural kind
Yeah.
of like like the premise, right?
Yeah.
Supernatural
I saw
agency
the first
kind of,
episode. I
like,
saw the first
if
episode.
you like the vibe of that, then it really like it worked out really well. I
Okay.
think it was just like really nice. You see like the characters doing their things,
Oh, you
and yeah, it was really nice.
watched the Wiki-san? Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Definitely. I'm gonna check it out too.
Attack Saibo,
Did you watch
yeah,
that?
yeah.
I watched the first season of it, and it was just like one of those comfy shows that like you just put on.
Yeah, I agree.
So
The black part was
yeah.
better.
Oh, it was
This
okay.
was, yeah, I think this is better than this.
I guess
I
maybe
would
I'll
say
just
so.
maybe I'll just check out Black then because I don't know if well, we'll see. I'll probably
We'll
try
see,
and
we'll
check out
see.
Black. Yeah.
Spider Anime is doing amazing. Okay, it's doing better than a lot of other shows.
I watched the majority of the Spider anime. I think I'll finish it. I'm like, I don't know, 3/4 of the way through it. Maybe I'm like on episode 7, 8 or something.
Okay, I think this show is doing really great. I think it's really enjoyable. Voice acting is amazing.
Yeah,
And
of course.
They're like really committed to, like, the show is very comedic in nature, but
Yeah.
they're very committed to the idea, which makes it feel very serious as well. They're like taking it very seriously, so they take care of a lot of
That's
small details.
yeah.
Very consistent with what it does, which is
Yeah.
really fun to watch. Like the whole RPG, life of a spider kind of thing.
Where the heck
So
is-
it's been doing really, really good this season. Joke character Tomozaki-kun was really wholesome. It was really good, and he didn't end up with the main love interest. He actually found a girlfriend and progressed as a person and became his own like kind of person in society.
And those are the
Which was
kind of
amazing.
shows. Yeah, those are the kind of shows that I try and push, other people to watch too, because
So-
like, yeah,
This was just surprising because like it kind of felt like I by now realized that I have this like thing in my head that when I see there's like two people who are not supposed to get together but they're the two main characters,
Mhm.
then like I just assume it's gonna end up there through this kind of circumstances. But it just didn't. He just like there was a girl he started liking like throughout the show while he was working on his like tasks and
Yeah.
doing his thing,
yeah.
and yeah, he just like followed through, and yeah, it was really cool. It was just
We love to see it.
really cool to see.
Yeah, we love to see it. That's what we're out here to like. It's these kind of shows that make me love anime. It's just like
yeah,
really solid stories like that. Yeah.
yeah, and of course there were many things about this show that were like, well, that's just average, but everything like that this show was supposed to do, it did properly, I think.
For sure.
And that's like what mattered. Log Horizon on hold.
Yeah,
You know
on
the
hold.
drill.
We're maybe we'll get to it in between seasons, you know, because we gotta
Who knows?
rewatch, we gotta binge season one and
Like
season
maybe
two.
we can do it on the summer.
What is the score for that one, by the way? Because I'm just curious. Is it even worth
For
getting
what?
to season? Like, is it even worth getting to season three for Log Horizon? For Log
What was the
Horizon,
score for Log Horizon?
yeah. What was the score
Check.
for Log Horizon?
Really quick.
7.03.
7. What was like the
It's
previous one?
respectable. That's respectable. I think the
762.
season two.
The thing is, like, I'm just making sure because, like, okay, that's like
Ooh,
what it
that's
looks like.
high.
Okay.
Yeah, but season one was pretty solid, I think.
Okay.
You have Log Horizon on hold too. Yeah, I mean it's just like
Yeah, I'm just checking.
I
Like,
because like when we started season three, I don't know if you watched the recap, but I watched a recap of season one
I
and
watched
season
it.
two.
Yeah, I ended up watching it.
And
And it
I
was just not enough.
just it wasn't enough. It was a 30-minute recap and it wasn't enough to help me understand what the heck was going on in season three. So I was like, you know, I can't.
So, yeah. Well, we're gonna do it. We're one day.
One day, one of these days in between seasons, we'll
Yeah,
cram it in
we'll
somewhere.
find the time. So, Eurocamp's Eurocamp. Whoever likes it, likes it.
I liked it.
Volleyball anime.
Tell me about the volleyball anime.
Okay, so volleyball anime did very volleyball anime things while making like a very nice story between to like the two main characters
Mhm.
and some of the parts of the team. It did feel like there was a lot that could have been done that wasn't done.
Okay.
Whatever was like whatever they did like talk about and like concentrate on was really good. The later half of the show was more sport focused.
Okay.
Which was kind of for me was kind of a downer because I really liked the first half.
So
Which really centered on the characters in the beginning.
Gotcha. I guess that was gonna be my big question. Is like, would you compare this more to Haikyuu or more to like Ping Pong the animation?
So the first half, I have a hard time comparing to Ping Pong because it's a masterpiece. But the first half,
Yeah.
like in idea, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
It did like try to go for more character, very like down to earth, like trying to get like how like this shapes their lives and like how their relationship shapes each other.
Gotcha.
The second half of the show was more feeling like it's trying to be Haikyuu. Not like okay, wait. That sounds kind of weird. It's not trying to be Haikyuu. It didn't feel like that when
You
I
mean
was
like
watching it.
you mean
It's just,
like
in my head, like it felt kind of like how I watched Haikyuu now.
so you mean like for example when they go to play a match, like the action scenes were kind of like Haikyuu?
The way the action was constructed, the way the tension was built, the way that like the sport correlated to the people,
Gotcha.
like that felt more Haikyuu than like more like really character driven.
I think I'm okay with that. I think that
It was still good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I think that blend is nice because like we talk about Ping Pong often because we love the show so much, but I think that Ping Pong really struck that perfect balance between characters and you know, the matches, like the actual back and forth on the table, yeah, that kind of thing. So I think I probably like the show. I just need to binge it. I need to I need to get through all the shows that I have not caught up on yet.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I mean, like that was good stuff. Like, actually, somehow
X-Arm?
once again, yeah. Hold on, X-Arm. What about X-Arm?
It's the worst anime of all time.
Okay, good. I'm not gonna watch it then.
Okay, cool. I have nothing to say about this. It's really that bad, and that's all I have. I watched the whole thing. It was the worst thing I've ever watched.
I don't know why you do that to yourself, Poser, because like if I don't like the
watched it, you don't
first,
have to.
I give it like the three. I have that 3-episode rule, right? Like if I don't like it within the first 3
sure.
episodes, then that's a no go for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I will say though that this cast for X-Arm is kind of a lot of people that I don't recognize, which is generally not a good sign.
Yeah, I actually watched a breakdown of what happened behind it and why is it such a bad show.
Oh, really?
Like there's a video describing like everything that went wrong with it. It's
funny.
actually a really good video, just like video, like the quality of the editing and writing. Like the video itself is really good, so I recommend the video because it's a good watch. but
Yeah.
yeah, the show
The-
is terrible.
Okay, so
The
wait.
last show that we didn't talk about is Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if you have anything to throw about it.
So I watched the whole first season of Jujutsu Kaisen and I loved it.
Okay.
But I dropped the ball second season. I know it's been continuing and I just haven't watched it. So I will though. So
Wait,
maybe
it's not continuing yet.
I thought that it was continuing. I thought that there were more episodes coming out for that.
Wait,
Well,
what?
either way, let's
No, there's a
not.
movie coming out.
There's
or
a movie.
something.
I thought that there was a probably part two that was coming out. Well, anyways, in my chat, Wiki-san was saying that X Arm is so bad you have to watch the first episode and then you stop there. It's a masterpiece for how shitty it is.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds good to me. Seriously, I watched it. You don't have to. That's the
Yes,
motto.
I
That's the motto
appreciate
of
you.
this.
You took one for the team. Okay,
Yeah,
so I don't know what the status is on Jujutsu Kaisen, but there is more coming, right?
there's a movie coming.
Okay, and the movie is supposed to be like season 2 or
Oh, I have no idea. Like all I know is that they announced a movie, right?
okay.
It says like, oh, it says
No, but see, here's the thing.
says
It says
prequel for
it
some
says
reason.
24 episodes right there, and I only watched the first 12
What?
or
No.
13. It says right there. It says
What?
episodes 24. It says right there.
24 episodes came out though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like I didn't finish all 24 episodes because that wasn't part of just one season, right?
Oh, wait. The whole thing that like whatever came out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Did you watch it?
I'm telling you that I haven't had time to watch all of Jujutsu Kaisen up to 2 weeks ago.
God, wait, what happened? Okay, never mind. Then
Yeah.
we're not talking about.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
Okay.
I've been
I
trying to
was
tell
so
you.
ready to
I've been trying to tell you that we
spoil
cannot
it.
talk about Jujutsu Kaisen right now because I haven't seen it yet, and I will.
Okay, I understood.
Okay.
I almost spoiled Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. Well, I'm
so
glad that we didn't go
you have
there.
fun with that.
I'm gonna watch
Hopefully.
it. Yeah. I know it's a good show. I watched the first half, but I need to sit down and watch the second half.
Sorry, I got what you said is like there's another season coming. and I
No,
was
no,
like,
no, no, no,
I
no.
think there's a
I
movie
actually
coming.
I actually didn't know about the movie though, so that's exciting. What was Demon Slayer? The movie for Demon Slayer. I don't know if you saw that there's some news that they're gonna finally put subtitles on that
Um,
thing. I don't know if you did you watch a bootleg version of that already, but
Oh, I think they said it's gonna be either May or June. But,
yeah.
um,
For us, it's gonna be in June, so I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be hype.
yeah, I just watched the third Fate movie. I don't know if you're following Fate.
I always want to try to get into Fate, but I don't know where to start, so I
It's fine.
never.
There's a time for that.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place for Fate.
Yeah, I need someone to hold my
Uh,
hand with Fate because I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's a tough.
I
world.
know on Netflix they've got like all the Fate movies, so eventually I will, check it out.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that's the case.
Well, I don't know about all of the Fate movies, but they've got a lot of Fate movies on Netflix, so
Okay.
I will watch it at some point. I just need to figure out what order I'm supposed to do it in.
So, quick word about the season as a whole, and then we can like wrap
Sure.
it up. Okay.
Yeah, let's wrap up.
So
I got
we came into this season. I was very hyped. There was a lot of big
Oh heck
things
yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
It felt very strong. It felt like it's gonna be a really strong lineup that's gonna compete with some of the best seasons. I'll be honest,
For sure.
it wasn't. And that's okay. The shows that I thought are going to shine shone way less. Like Attack on Titan that didn't end. Promised
Yeah.
Neverland that I
Yeah.
was promised better things.
Yeah.
Like the shows that really shone for me were like Wonder Egg, Mushoku Tensei. Beastars was amazing as far like as much as I thought it would be.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that what we can say about this season is that there were shows that we didn't expect that to be good that ended up being amazing. Like like you said,
Yeah.
Wonder Egg, Mushoku Tensei, Harimia. Well, for those people who didn't read the manga, but
yeah.
yeah, there were shows that we were not that weren't even on my radar. Like I didn't even know about Mushoku Tensei until my brother told me about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even on the
Legendary
radar,
moment.
and then it was amazing. So
Yeah.
I think overall it was a solid season.
Yeah, it was a very solid season. I'm starting to think we'll never have seasons like the the ones we had back in 2011.
Uh,
The God seasons.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But maybe that's okay. Maybe I'm just jumping to that season to
I
show it on the
mean,
stream.
it's
Maybe you can't really deal
it's
with these
Steins.
kind of lineups anymore.
What do we have? Steins Gate,
Lions Gate, I don't know
Anohana,
Exorcist, Anohana.
Gintama,
Uh,
Nichijou. I mean, come on, Nichijo's in there. That's like one of the
like
most highest
it's
rated
not even
on.
everything. It's like the world gathering knows Hanasaku Iroha,
Yeah.
Dempo, not the Station Otoko, Sket Dance,
Ti-
like Tiger and Bunny. It
Tiger
just
and
keeps
Bunny. Tiger and
going.
Bunny is good too.
Kaiji, just like everything happened here.
Oh man, this has
Um,
yeah. See, so this is like, you know, one of those rare once in a decade seasons. You know, like
yeah,
you can't expect you
Beelzebub, Ghosted.
to. We still have another 9 years to have another amazing season like this in this decade.
Yeah,
So let's just
the decade just started.
the
I
decade just
thought to
started.
myself, it's been a decade
That's
since
yeah.
exactly, and I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
this
It's
could be
been
nice to have it.
it's literally been 10 years since this God season came out. So let's just give it some time.
Yeah,
Hopefully
but every
something.
season in 2011 was
Yeah.
really good.
I knew a lot of
Just
shows
like
from my
in
manga binge
2011's
years.
defense. Um,
I didn't know you used to read a lot of
yeah,
manga,
but
Wiki-san.
yeah,
That's cool.
it's been really good. I really enjoyed the season. We didn't have that kind of the season for a long time, regardless.
Yeah.
And the new season comes upon us and started kind of, and we'll talk about it next time. I think
Yeah,
that's where we'll cut it.
so 2 weeks from now, everything should be started
Every
already.
first episode. should
Every
have started
every
by
first episode will
2 weeks
be
from
out.
now, yeah.
Okay. Dang, I got some catching up to do, dude. Maybe I should take some like time off. I should just try and catch up on shows.
I already started watching things.
Yeah. I
Like, I'm
gotta
there.
start too. All right. Cool.
Amazing.
That was fun. Somehow, you know, the season ended up being just as good as I was hoping, basically. So,
Yeah, that's all.
yeah,
That's all. It
is. All right.
gave us some good gems, I think.
So, I think that for next time, we'll be at our normal time again, right? Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Which is, you know, late, but, well, we'll see. Okay.
If it works out and you think this is better, like
Mhm.
then I wouldn't really mind
Yeah.
doing this.
So apparently this coming season has To You the Immortal. Do you know that show?
Wait, what does it have?
It's so Wiki in my chat is saying that he's most hype about To You the Immortal. Fumetsu no Anata. Have you heard of that one?
I've okay. So the only I don't know anything about this. I know
Yeah.
I'm supposed to watch it. The two things that were like
That's-
brought
yeah.
to my attention is that it has 20 episodes and it's from Brainspace. And Brainspace,
Oh.
good. 20 episodes means they actually thought about it.
Let me see this. 20 episodes, really? Wow. That's an odd number of episodes. You know what I mean?
20 episodes? Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like whatever has 20 episodes was specifically designed to have that.
So it's by the same author from the Death Girl manga anime? Huh.
What's the Death Girl manga?
I don't know. To Your Eternity is an amazing manga. Apparently it's pretty good.
Director? Question mark. And who do I?
I'm taking
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the people who worked on it.
I normally don't read the synopses for these, but let's just check
No,
it out
I'm
real
not reading
quick.
synopses
Oh,
at
you're
all.
not
I'm
you're
just
not gonna read it?
looking at
Well, okay, I was gonna read it, but I mean, if you're not gonna read it, then I won't read it, I guess. Well, we'll keep an eye on this one. That's definitely one that we're probably gonna be. When does the first episode come out for this? 4 days? No, I'm looking at the wrong place. 8 days. Okay, so that means next Sunday for me.
Oh, it's a Sunday air.
It's gonna be next Sunday for me. Yeah, I've been saying an anime would come out for this like for years. Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes it takes a while to get the
yeah.
ball rolling on these animes. What was that?
Then he got what he asked for.
You got what you asked for. That's the best feeling as a manga reader, to get what you're praying for. You know what I mean? Or a light novel reader. Okay, I think that's all that we have for today. So
Sounds great.
yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks and you know, I still would love to get a guest to join us one of these days.
Yeah, I'm always open for
Yeah,
another.
we need to find somebody who wants to binge shows as hard as us, or at least
Yeah,
at least one show. But yeah, we'll work on it. But next time, probably at the normal time. And then I have 2 videos in the queue that I need to work on today, I think, to upload to the YouTube. But yeah, that's it. All right, so we'll do usual. No sign off. We're
yeah, man.
done.
Yeah, thanks for coming, and we're gonna
Although
like
we should
we're
probably we should have a sign off at some point. But for now, we'll just say, oh, we're ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom,
yeah.
bam. All right. Thanks everyone for joining and listening to us rant about anime. It was a good time. It's always a good time. And we'll be back in 2
Good season.
weeks. Yeah, it was a great season. So see you all
See you next
later.
time.